How are you? Nice to see you. You look great. You look fit.
See you the last. That's a rude joke.
Welcome to
Listen, excuse me to come right to the rest of here. Everything else. All right, we're going to back off. Let's go. I'm cool.
Exercise in the summer? It's summer. Probably the worst time of the best easiest to do.
Guard number 2, stand down, 8. Guard of honor, attention! Salute Royal, presenting, Earth!
It's like a herd.
Sir, camera! Oh, you are joking me. What is going on?
Now, are they going to drag you back to school? Don't let you off for the rest of the day. Very bad luck. I'm standing out here for too long.
Nice soup, Japanese like. Nice soup.
Keep a good eye on them. I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Are you surviving strain of teaching?
Get to high five the friends.
What time did it you off to go home?
Oh, like 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So you
I'm
got
a really big fan of you, friends.
It's very kind of you.
Nice to meet you.
Ça va? Ça va?
Ça va?
Ça va?
Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, honored guests, thank you all for joining us today. Vos Altesses Royales, Vos Excellences, distingués invités, merci d'être ici parmi nous aujourd'hui. I now call upon Innu Elder Chungkwesh, Dr. Elizabeth Panashaway, to say the opening prayer.
Sahaj. Otusniga sun augustsed kaotavat ka minu mõni tutsi meid. Õnneskumata otsemdu asita kus niagude to siis kes sadid. Õnneskumata otsemdu spedenda uhutavu tie poog mõndis kasgan. Tšõud muugussa, tšõud maskuesugussa. No tavinan sinu askurgata indimast moendastes nii kasun. Tšema papen seda veidjone spespese tšiguin, nende vaskutsi meidu teessid. Aasamenan siis kaasagaat puguesagan, päivutisu teispen jääde upuemnan, miega ispes puenem siidgaat soimet. Ega abstenemnan neits kaagu jätti eegot, puguinan kaatugut kamse kootsi meid. Neskumata otsemdu, esmasena punjagu teiste siitakusen, ennusteekusen nabdu, uga igatukusen need kiutavi. Neskumata otsemdu, siden mata otseudumas tiepoog. Otas nii kaasun kogus seda kohutavat ka minu manitutsi meid.
Thank you, Dr. Panashaway. Merci, Madame Panashaway. We respectfully acknowledge the province of Newfoundland and Labrador as the ancestral homelands of many diverse populations of Indigenous people who have contributed to 9,000 years of history, including the Beothuk on the island of Newfoundland. De nos jours, cette province abrite diverses populations de peuples autochtones. Nous reconnaissons également avec respect l'histoire et les cultures diverses des Mi'kmaq, des Inuits et des Inuits. It is now an honor to introduce Diantha Edmonds, who is the first Inuk classical singer in Canada and who serves as an inspiration to other emerging Indigenous artists. She will be performing Sons of Labrador, Labrador Inuit, for us today, accompanied by Dr. Tom Gordon.
To be a part of this great land should be the pride of any man. To know that we were born on these great shores. So listen while I tell, and it makes my old heart swell. I'm proud to be a son of Labrador. Hakaswangit putu yutima piups anyani. Nanuit puilu iniangi. Upswangit kupla podnat swami. Tuttuit amaruit tigiran yalununanini. Tu sanigita taka niliamata takulu talu Atlantic City Ihaluni alu talu ukalini alu talu Atikani lak Labradori silak swami. Its rugged mountains rise above the ocean, where polar bears and seals are to be found. Its sparkling rivers flow through mountain valleys, where the caribou and wolf and fox abound. I'm proud to be a son of Labrador.
Thank you, Ms. Edmonds and Dr. Gordon. Merci beaucoup. I would now like to call upon Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Mary Simon, Governor-General of Canada, to offer a few words. J'invite maintenant Son Excellence, la très honorable Mary Simon, Gouverneur général du Canada, à nous adresser la parole.
Your Royal Highnesses and distinguished guests, good afternoon, bonjour, unnusakut, tungasugitsi. I acknowledge Newfoundland and Labrador as the homelands of many Indigenous peoples, including the Beothuk. I would also acknowledge the Innu, Inuit, and Mi'kmaq. And I'd like to welcome their Royal Highnesses, the Prince of Wales, and the Duchess of Cornwall to Canada in my mother tongue, Inuktitut. Dungasutsertik, Tamatik, Angayakayo Aksaugavit, Kaina Ananate, Inangatisigabiuk, Amalo Aulatsia Hataneakusitamani Kanatami, or Hatsia Hatalusilo Inunik, Amalo Asinginik Nunahakasi Mayunik. Your Royal Highnesses, your visit to Canada will take you to a few communities, including Canada's north. I encourage you to speak to Indigenous peoples, to hear their stories, their successes, and their solutions, and to encourage you to learn the truth of our history, the good and the bad. In this way, we will promote healing, understanding, and respect. And in this way, we will also promote reconciliation, which is not one act or project, nor does it have an end date. It's a lifelong commitment to learning about Indigenous communities and about their lives' lived realities. It's more important than ever to engage in dialogue, particularly as we face global challenges such as the ongoing pandemic, the heartbreaking war in Ukraine, or climate change, which is having a devastating impact to our land and way of life, including in the Arctic, where increased melting ice is causing water levels to rise. We're stronger when we recognize our diverse voices and when we create safe spaces where those voices are heard. Today, we welcome you to Canada and invite you to learn our stories and share them wherever you go. Aujourd'hui, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue au Canada et nous vous invitons, I'm still learning French, et nous vous invitons à découvrir nos histoires et les partager partout où vous allez. Canadians are eager to engage with you, to talk to you about the hope we have for the future, because we do have great hope. This Royal Tour also marks a milestone occasion, Her Majesty the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. For 70 years, Her Majesty has seen the evolution of Canada and heard our stories. She has called Canada her second home, and we're grateful for her service and her steadfast presence. The Queen continues to inspire us to get involved and support our communities. Your Royal Highnesses, I would like to teach you one word in Inuktitut today, ayuinata. It's a vital concept for Inuit that has many meanings. It means to never give up. It's a vow, a promise to commit yourself to action, no matter how daunting the cause may be. As you travel in Canada, I hope you will keep the idea of ayuinata with you, because when we work together, when we put our minds to the task, when we don't give up, we can accomplish so much. Welcome to St. John's and welcome to Canada. Bienvenue à Saint-Jean et au Canada. Thank you. Merci. Megwich anakormik.
Thank you, Excellency. Merci, Votre Excellence. Please join me now in welcoming the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada. Chers invités, le Premier ministre du Canada.
Good afternoon. Bonjour tout le monde. Your Royal Highnesses, it is my honour and pleasure to welcome you to Canada here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. I know the both of you have been to Canada many, many times, but it was particularly nice to see you welcomed by a military band playing Great Big Sea on the way in. Governor General, Your Excellency, thank you for your words. Je tiens aussi à saluer la lieutenant-gouverneur Flute et le Premier ministre Fury. Your Royal Highnesses, during your 3 days here as you travel from the East Coast to the capital and to Canada's north, I know you'll be meeting people from all walks of life to hear their stories. They are people who, like the royal family, have dedicated themselves to service and bettering the world around them. Votre visite a lieu à un moment particulier. Cette année, c'est l'année du jubilé de platine de Sa Majesté la Reine Élisabeth II Et le Canada célèbre cet anniversaire aux côtés de tous nos partenaires du Commonwealth. The Crown has been a foundational part of our past, and this year, for the first time, Canadians are able to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of our sovereign. And as we do, it strikes me that throughout Her Majesty's over 70-year reign, Canada has come into its own. I think of the Constitution Act of 1982 and our Charter of Rights and Freedoms that turns 40 this year, pillars of our own democracy here in Canada, proclaimed and signed by Her Majesty. So much of the endurance and stability of our democracy is woven into our Westminster parliamentary system, our constitutional monarchy, and the Crown. En cette période d'incertitude et de perturbation mondiale, le Canada est très bien servi par nos institutions. Nous sommes très heureux que vous soyez des nôtres au cours des 3 prochains jours pour célébrer votre esprit de service, d'unité et de paix. J'ai bien hâte de discuter avec vous cette semaine des enjeux qui touchent les gens, comme l'importance de la lutte contre les changements climatiques, un enjeu que vous avez porté au sein de votre engagement depuis bien des décennies déjà, et merci pour ce leadership. As much as the Crown has been an important part of our past, I know you are committed to the work we must all do to build a better future for the next generation and the ones after that, not just here in Canada, but around the world. So on behalf of Her Majesty's government, welcome to Canada.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Merci, Monsieur le Premier Ministre. Our next musical guest is Mi'kmaq musician and composer Paul Pike, known for his impressive musical repertoire and his singular use of the Native American flute. He has used his success to help promote Indigenous music and culture. Paul Pike.
I'd like to welcome everyone here. The song is a welcome song of Jalazi, and welcome to the land of my ancestors, the Mi'kmaq Nation.
Thank you, Mr. Pike. Merci, Monsieur Pike. Next, let us hear a few words from the Honourable Andrew Furey, Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador. L'Honorable Andrew Furey, Premier ministre de Terre-Neuve et Labrador.
Well, thank you, and good afternoon, Your Royal Highnesses, Her Excellency, the Governor-General, Mary Simon, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Her Honour, Lieutenant Governor Judy Foote, members of the Newfoundland and Labrador House of Assembly, MPs, senators, minister, distinguished guests. I want to extend a very special welcome to the leaders of the Innu Nation, the Miakapuk First Nation, Halapu First Nation, and the Nunatuva Community Council. Unfortunately, the Nunatsiavut government could not be here today as they are doing their own swearing-in ceremony today, but we want to send them collectively our best. As a province, we have a strong relationship with our Indigenous communities. We are pleased that their rich culture and traditions are being honored during today's ceremonies in this true spirit of reconciliation. Your Royal Highnesses, it is an honor for me to welcome you back to Canada, and especially to hear the youngest province in our nation, but the oldest friend to the Crown in North America. This is a year of many welcomes, new experiences, and celebrations. We are delighted that this royal visit to mark the Platinum Jubilee of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II coincides with Come Home Year 2022. This is the year we welcome family and friends and newcomers from around the world to come home to Newfoundland and Labrador. Now, last week I had the honor of welcoming 166 Ukrainian refugees on the first government-sponsored airlift to safety in Canada right here in our own province, some of whom are with us here today. Now, we are honored to offer a warm Newfoundland and Labrador welcome to their Royal Highnesses, to share with them our friendly hospitality, rich arts, cultural and Indigenous traditions, and our incredible pride of place. Newfoundland and Labrador is vibrant with a diverse heritage and history. The culture of this place reflects nearly 9,000 years of Indigenous presence, 500 years of European settlement, and the influences of many, many new Canadians who have come to call our province home. This little corner of Canada has the biggest heart, known around the world for our hospitality, humor, hard work, and humanity. From the shores of Gallipoli to the stages of Broadway with Come From Away, we have represented Canada and the Crown with pride and dignity. Come Home Year this year for us has all taken on an extra large meaning given what we've all come through in the past 2 years. But in the true spirit of this place, we keep looking forward, onward, because resilience and determination will fill our sails. All are welcomed here. Now, I know there's a misconception out there that you have to be from Newfoundland and Labrador to truly get it. I don't adhere to that. I believe that when you are here, you will understand it. That it isn't about the weather or the distance. It's about the soul of this place that embraces you and stays with you no matter how far you travel. So maybe instead of welcome, I should say welcome back, or perhaps more appropriately, welcome home. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Premier Furey. Merci, Monsieur le Premier Ministre Furey. We will next hear a performance of The Thing About Fish by Rum Ragged. Ce groupe porte haut la bannière de la musique folklorique traditionnelle de Terre-Neuve et Labrador. Ladies and gentlemen, Rum Ragged.
What is it about fish you may never have been to sea, never eaten or seen? Fish that shape your destiny, that's the thing about fish. We've heard all the stories and folk songs that tell us how people survived here throughout the years, and how the poor families of laboring fishermen got by on nothing but blood, sweat and tears. What is it about fish that haunts the stone and wanders here? It takes us back to a bleaker time when more severe. That's the thing about fish. If you read your history, you know that it's always been said how hard done by we are. So oft repeated, we've come to believe it. So we stand still and wonder why we never get far. What is it about fish that makes us want to give it all away, whatever we are? It's fish that brought us where we are today. That's the thing about fish. We just have to cast a glance over our shoulder at the trail of false prophets who've led us far wrong. Be wary of those blaring patriot trumpets, as though there was doubt about where we belonged. What is it about fish and how our story has been told? Now it's all about oil, hydro iron or nickel and gold. You don't smell like fish. It brought us here from distant lands. Now we're under the flake, trying to scrub the smell off our hands. That's the thing about fish. The strength that we gained from the journey we've taken, the loved ones we've lost to the treacherous foe, the pride that we share in the land of our forebears, good fortunes we seek in the comforts of home. What is it about fish? Ancient symbol of Christian love, feeds body and soul from oceans ruled by God above. That's the thing about fish. You may never have been to sea, never eaten or seen fish that shape your destiny. That's the thing about fish. 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 Thank you.
Thank you, Rum Ragged, for that lively performance. I now invite His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, to address Canadians, followed then by both the Royal Highnesses signing our two guest books. J'invite maintenant Son Altesse Royale le Prince de Galles à nous adresser la parole, monsieur.
Governor General, Prime Minister, honored guests and friends, it is with the greatest respect that both my wife and I begin our visit to these homelands that have been lived in and cared for by Indigenous peoples, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit, for thousands of years. We cannot thank you enough for your warm reception and those most generous words of welcome. Nor can I emphasize just how touched and delighted we were to be invited by the Government of Canada to join you as you celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee and her 70 years of service as sovereign. La Reine m'a demandé de vous transmettre ses meilleurs vœux en cette année spéciale et d'exprimer la profonde affection qu'elle éprouve pour le Canada et ses habitants. Tout au long de sa vie, et depuis sa toute première visite ici en 1951, Sa Majesté s'est profondément attachée au Canada et elle s'estime extrêmement heureuse d'avoir rencontré tant de Canadiens et Canadiennes de tous les coins du pays. Je sais que la Reine garde un souvenir particulièrement touchant de la visite qu'elle a effectuée avec feu mon père, le duc d'Édimbourg, en 1959, au cours d'une tournée remarquable de 48 jours, la plus longue jamais effectuée. Sa Majesté avait alors visité toutes les provinces et tous les territoires. On that occasion, the Queen opened the St. Lawrence Seaway to commercial traffic in the presence of Prime Minister John Diefenbaker and the United States President Dwight D. Eisenhower. On a subsequent visit in 1982, she is recalled signing the proclamation of the Constitution Act alongside Prime Minister, your father, Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. At these defining moments, and many others like them, the Queen was with you as Canada's history was written. Pour ma part, le Canada et les Canadiens occupent une place très spéciale dans ma vie depuis ma première visite ici il y a plus d'un demi-siècle. J'ai eu l'occasion de visiter toutes les provinces et tous les territoires, et je garde un souvenir impérissable des endroits remarquables que j'ai appris à connaître, des superbes forêts de la Colombie-Britannique au littoral majestueux des Maritimes, en passant par la magnificence de l'Arctique. Above all, time and again, I have seen what makes this country truly great, her people and what they stand for, outward-looking, big-hearted, and embodying Canada's inherently global values. As I get older, it is particularly heartwarming to see my children coming to know and to love this great country, just as the Queen and my late father have, and I and my wife in turn. As we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, it seems to me to be particularly apt that the unifying theme for the Platinum Jubilee is the celebration of people and service. Service to family, to community, and to country. If I may say so, this goes to the heart of what makes Canada so special, and what my family and I have long admired so greatly about this country. It is seen in acts of kindness every day in communities big and small, from coast to coast to coast, on the part of healthcare workers and first responders, teachers, community leaders, military personnel, and veterans. It is demonstrated by the many Canadians who have opened their homes to those seeking refuge from conflicts around the world. It is made manifest by Canada's determination to be a force for good in our world. En célébrant le jubilé, nous célébrons donc les Canadiens et les Canadiennes, votre diversité, votre générosité et votre apport inestimable dans le monde entier. Encore aujourd'hui, vous défendez la liberté et vous vous opposez à la tyrannie, tout comme vous l'avez fait pendant la Seconde Guerre mondiale, alors que le Canada a joué un rôle indispensable dans la libération de l'Europe. Vous restez à l'avant-garde de la lutte contre les plus grands problèmes de notre époque, qu'il s'agisse de l'invasion de l'Ukraine par la Russie, de la famine au Soudan du Sud ou de la destruction de la forêt amazonienne et de la crise croissante causée par les changements climatiques. Canada has always taken its responsibilities as a global citizen to heart in the most remarkable way. Time and again, you have shown your country to be a safe haven to those in need, a respected leader on the world stage, a much-needed voice in advocating for a greener and more sustainable future, and in an era where the global institutions of democracy look distressingly fragile, a model of determination and humanity. Aujourd'hui, plus que jamais, nous avons besoin de l'esprit d'initiative, de la compassion et de l'humanité des Canadiens et des Canadiennes. However, as we look to our collective future, as one people sharing one planet, we must find new ways to come to terms with the darker and more difficult aspects of the past, acknowledging, reconciling, and striving to do better. It is a process that starts with listening. I have greatly appreciated the opportunity to discuss with the Governor-General the vital process of reconciliation in this country. Not a one-off act, of course, but an ongoing commitment to healing, respect, and understanding. I know that our visit here this week comes at an important moment, with Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples across Canada committing to reflect honestly and openly on the past and to forge a new relationship for the future. As we begin this Platinum Jubilee visit, which will take us from the newest member of Confederation to among the oldest communities in the north, and to a much-storied capital at the heart of a great nation, my wife and I look forward to listening to you and learning about the future you're working to build. As so often in the history of this country and her people, Canadians have embarked on a journey that demands commitment and courage. My wife and I could hardly be more privileged to travel part of this journey with you, and we are deeply grateful for your warm welcome, which we will carry with us throughout this entire tour. Merci. Thank you. Voilà la liek.
Thank you, Your Royal Highnesses. Our ceremony will soon conclude with a rendition of the Ode to Newfoundland and the Daughters of Newfoundland by the Ennis Sisters. Please stand. Veuillez vous lever.
When sun rays crown thy pine-clad hills and summer spreads her head, when silvern voices tune thy rills, we love thee, smiling land. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, smiling land. As loved our fathers, so we love, where once they stood we stand. Their prayer we raise to heaven above, God guard thee, Newfoundland. God guard thee, God guard thee, God guard thee, Newfoundland.
Please remain in place for the departure of their Royal Highnesses and the official party. Merci beaucoup.
We are like the water flowing through this land, ever changing like the seasons, giving life to where we stand. And we're the keepers of the fire, a never-ending flame burning for all in creation and for those yet without a name. And we rise every morning and shine out over the hills. We roar louder than the ocean ever will. We're as solid as the rock on which we stand. We're the daughters of Newfoundland. Our first was taken on winter's firm command to the frozen land above us, where a heartbeat keeps the time in the spirit of our sister dancing in the northern sky. And we rise every morning and shine out over the hills. We roar louder than the ocean never will. We're as solid as the rock on which we stand.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Highlight for life. Okay, let's clear the car.
going to the flowers? Going to the flowers?
Do you like flowers?
We're going to head. I got it.
We're going down here.
It's my son you're having. Thank you so much.
I met one medical student there.
I am. My father just spent an hour with Her Majesty. He's the Speaker of the Canadian Senate. An hour with him. This is my son who's going to present the vote. My daughter, my daughter Maggie.
P6. Is anybody going to follow in the medical footsteps?
This one.
Yes, he hasn't put you on. I'm doing it on that. That is so very much. More practice. Who's going to be the Prime Minister?
The accordion player was a fellow I knew. I actually saw him last night. He was playing in the kitchen party. The music here is, and there's letter D is extraordinary.
Well, I know about fish.
We all know about fish. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you later. See you later in the evening.
Please.
My mother's lots of fun.
Catch up on that stuff.
Watch it, sir. Careful. Bring your car. Yep. Just back here, folks. Thank you. Watch the car. Take a space on it, Judge. This is Governor General. We can walk down and see people down to the left if you want. Just go down to the left. Have a handshake?
None of these children escaped from school of yours.
No.
Are you just on the roadside?
Yes, indeed.
Is this place, is it used a lot? This centre?
It's where the provincial government sits,
Is there?
Yeah.
Very good music.
Yeah. And rugby.
Well,